I'm Gaming Fit Nation's Black Bob. I'm here to review the MOGA by Power A. It's awesome. It's smooth. You don't even know what it is, but it's rocks. Look at that. Gaming Fit Nation.
Do it again. This is how it goes.
All right. So let me show you about the MOGA. The MOGA, it's beautiful. What it does is it pairs with your Android phones to extend your gameplay. So this is pretty much just a Bluetooth controller. But what's cool about it is you can actually flip this open, take your Android phone, this being the Droid Galaxy S3, and literally put it in. And I mean, if you know the size of a Droid Galaxy X3, it lets you know right there it's pretty big. So for it to fit into this snap that you can pull back, that's good. Look, security. Look, just in case if you wonder if it'll slide out, it won't slide out. Alright, I held my hand there just in case, but it won't slide out. Now, what's cool is it works on Bluetooth, and it comes like, all you have to do is go into the App Store, Google Play, and then download the app. Pretty much it's the MOGA app. You download it, and you can pair the actual MOGA controller to the app. This is made by Power A. Power A, if you're familiar with them, they make crazy, cool peripherals, such as controllers that light up and look awesome. Anyway, so pretty much if you click this button over, this will blink blue. It'll pair to the phone. Once it pairs to the phone, it'll turn to a solid green, and then once you're paired, you can pretty much do anything. Now what's cool about this is the MOGA app comes with a whole crap load of games that you wouldn't believe. It comes with like Duke Nukem 3D. This game I'm playing right now is Sonic 3D. It even has Dark Knight Rises for the app. There's other games that you can also purchase, and a lot of games that you could get for free. But they all work with this. I mean, pretty much. I'll give you an example. Now this is Sonic 3D. It looks good. Now, what makes this appealing to me as a gamer is the fact that usually when you play cell phone games or any type of games, no matter, even if it is Sonic, you're pretty much touching the screen. And though it does have, you're like, oh wow, I can't believe I'm playing a Sonic, game I've played for years. It doesn't feel the same. Playing games touch screen kind of feels like, it doesn't really bring you the appeal to really sit there and play it the whole time, unless there's a game that's specifically made for touchscreen. Games such as Sonic and other games that require controllers have to be played with a controller. This brings it back. Now, on top of that, it even has the back end controllers. I would say R1, but right bumper, left bumper. It has dual analog sticks, a pause button, a select button, and the XYBA button. It has actual grips on the side, so it's not going anywhere, and it feels good. It's very comfortable in your hands. And when you play with it, it gives you the feel of an old Nintendo controller. The classic Nintendo controller. Like, when I say classic, I mean Nintendo Wii classic Nintendo controller. It's small, but it fits right with you. Your hands automatically land on every key button. Even the back buttons, your hands are automatically on it. And like I said, when you play a game that requires a controller, it feels comfortable. Like, look, for example, look at me playing Sonic, and you can also still do touchscreen. So look. Now, I can't do it. I was going to do an example and show you how it would look if I was playing with the touchscreen. But look at me. I'm playing like I would play a Sonic game if I was at home. That's a compliment. And you actually find yourself really getting into it, getting entranced in the game. Awesome. Yo, I know if you're watching this, I don't know if you're getting that old feeling that you got when you play a Sonic game and hit the last board and saw the thing spin around, but it feels really good. It brings back that nostalgia. And this game, the MOGA really lets you exploit that. It just feels so great. Hold up. Let me exit up. Not trying to promote Sega. Let's plug that out. Alright. I mean, so far with this app, wait, I'm trying to go back to the main screen. Alright. So like I said, with the actual app, you go to MOGA Pivot. The MOGA Pivot app. We go in there, like I said, you have the features where you can go through a selection of games that's, already that is free. Like I said, Sonic CD and a couple of other games such as Virtual Tennis, Dark Knight Rises, you name it. Even games by Namco such as Pac-Man. You can also purchase games. You just go down the list and see what's available for purchase, or see what games are available for free, which gives you a bigger option. You can also get these games at the Google Play Store itself, but at the same time, you have the convenience of MOGA, and you'll probably get a more, a better deal going directly through them. And syncing the controller, like I said, is easy, and you can also redeem codes. And it's also good to kind of go directly through the company, due to the fact that if you buy stuff through Google, then they're going to, through Google, if there's any issues, they most likely tell you to contact the company themselves. So you kind of cut out the middleman and speak to, purchase directly from the company, and you probably would return directly to the company. Now, like I said, as far as selecting games, once you tap it, you still use the touchscreen. You can even answer your phone while the MOGA, is attached. At the same time, it really doesn't interrupt what you're doing as far as gameplay. So I'm going to Pac-Man. Let's see how this works. Pure analog, but it works right. And look, there's another part of this. It looks good. Now, I don't know if it's the fact that they, who designed the game, but overall, the games look good. The app is cool. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. See, but that's the whole thing. Look how it works. Now, it's time to get some for real time. To be honest, there's only one gripe I have with this, and it's a gripe because it's kind of annoying. For all the things that the MOGA can do, it can hold your phone in place. You can play some great games. There's a great app. You have the ability, the convenience of buying stuff from the store. You have the convenience of control and feel and look and touch and everything. But they forgot one crucial thing: the ability to control the sound. For me to turn down the sound, I have to take the phone out every time. And, you would think that's a big deal because you're like, well, so what? You have to take out the phone. But if you're into a game and you might, have your sound blasting, and then you come into an area where it requires to be a little bit more quiet, you might be into it. I'd rather just be able to kind of press a button to the side. But I have to stop, pause it, pull it out, find the button, turn it down. Another drawback to it is the location. Depending on your phone, the location of the button might actually press against this, meaning that you actually might cut your phone up or down, or hold your the button down on your phone by accident just because of the location. For example, even right now, it's pushing on the low volume. So you sit there, you'll start the game, you wonder why your volume is low. It's because this is actually pushing down on the bottom half of the volume button, cutting it down. So that means you would have to slide it over just slightly, just to make sure it wouldn't do that. So, not even perfectly in the middle. And like I said, if they had a way where I could cut the volume down, well, obviously you could probably go into the settings on your phone and stuff like that, but like I said, it's about convenience. And, most people who get things like this, it's all about convenience. Other than that, this thing is cool. I really like it. Like I said, you should get it. Oh, and as far as pairing back, it takes like 20 seconds every time just to pair. So for example, let's say you cut it off, time for you to go, you gotta go to work, it's small enough, it's compact enough to fit where you gotta go, stick it in your pocket, whatever, right? And then you want to go back on, you pull it, push it back in, and then click that. 20 seconds later, you're back online. And the best part is, it doesn't actually have to be in. So, for example, I just closed that. I have my Android device set up over here on my desk or something like that, charging maybe in the actual charge base. I can still play it. Yeah, I can still play it. So now I have a wireless controller. I mean, it was always wireless, but I don't have to attach it. I can play it from a distance, you know? Hell, you can play tricks on somebody, you know, have your phone sitting there at your desk at work, and when somebody's sitting at your desk, you can just start playing the game, and people are like, what the like, what the heck? Now, what's really cool about this is it gives you that nostalgic feel. It makes you feel like you're playing with an old school controller. And that's really cool, especially if you're one of those hardcore gamers. That's the difference with, you know, this controller and playing when you're playing with the touch screen. You know, it doesn't give you that hardcore gamer feel, whereas this gives you that hardcore gamer feel. On top of everything, when you play it with certain phones, that you know, certain games vibrate with the actual controller. So that actually puts another feeling, because you get that almost DualShock feeling coming on, because you're playing a game, you might get killed and you feel that buzz, or you're playing the gun game and you get that little, you know, shake. And remember, with most smartphones today, you can actually hook it up to your TV. So this even extends the controller a little bit further, because now it's a controller that can control a smartphone that's actually hooked up to your TV. It works on almost anything that's considered Droid. So think about the possibilities. Think about the Droid tablets that comes out. And like I said, this is a Bluetooth device as far as Droid, so it can connect to that. So your screen could get bigger than the extension, because the extension could probably only hold the size of a Droid Galaxy. But you know, at least you'll be able to play. If you're a gamer and you have a smartphone, you don't want to get like, you know, this, you know, standard handhelds like, you know, PS Vita or anything like that, or you know, 3DS or something like that, and you want to just play a game, bam, you get this, slap your phone in, you're all gaming. Well, that's Game of It Nation. I hope you enjoyed, because this thing is crazy.